Just gonna wait for everyone to file in for a second. I wanna make sure that you can hear me. I also wanna make sure that the game audio can be heard. Let's see. Alright. Just gonna wait for everyone to file in for a second. I wanna make sure that you can hear me. I also wanna make sure that the game audio can be heard. Alright, so you can't hear it, great. Alright, so, hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another stream, and as you can see, we are back playing Five Nights at Freddy's 1, the original, and if you've seen the title, you know exactly why we are playing Five Nights at Freddy's 1. It's because I'm going to share my full-on review of the FNAF movie, and as you know, if you've ever seen the FNAF movie, you know that the FNAF movie took place in the original Freddy Fazbear location in FNAF 1, so I feel like it makes the most sense. If we're going to talk about the FNAF movie, give my review, might as well play the game that the movie is based on. So this is going to be, by the way, this is going to be a spoiler-filled review. I'm going to be sharing the pros, the cons, so if you have not seen the movie, don't watch this stream. Come back to my YouTube later on, because since Twitch deletes my streams after 7 days, go to my YouTube. That's where I upload every single Twitch stream. I think within the next day after streaming or something like that, just depends on how long the stream is and how long it takes for YouTube to process the video. But every single stream I've done is currently up on YouTube. You can go to Cultable Live and it should be there. I think there's also a link down in the description on my Twitch as well. But if you haven't seen the movie, don't watch this stream, and then instead watch the YouTube video after you watch the movie, right? Come back later on, because once again, this is gonna be a spoiler-filled review that I'm gonna be sharing everything. Anyway, enough talking out the way. Let's just hop into probably a new game, night one, right? Because I feel like we can roll through this, and I can share my review, because I feel like it's gonna be easy to share my review on the FNAF movie in night one compared to like custom night, which is 2020 mode. All right, new game. All right, Help Wanted, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, Family Pizza. Right, you've seen this. We've done a stream on this before, and it's funny because the first stream we did was playing FNAF 1, hyping up the movie. So now we're back talking about the movie now that it's all said and done. All right, I hope I remember the controls. All right, circle is light, and X is door. All right, and this is the camera. Hey, what's going on, guys? Alright.
Hello.
Can I mute Scott for a second because I want to talk about the movie? But, I mean, technically, if you've seen the movie, you know the phone calls, you hear them in the movie. Spoilers. Once again, this will be a spoiler-filled review.
I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you there's nothing to worry about. You'll be fine. So let's just focus on getting you through your first movie, okay?
Okay.
Let's see. First, there's an introductory greeting from the company that I'm supposed to read. It's kind of a legal thing, you know. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. Upon discovering that damage or death has occurred, a missing person report will be filed within 90 days or as soon as property and premises have been thoroughly cleaned and bleached and the carpets have been replaced, blah blah blah. Now that might sound bad, I know, but there's really nothing to worry about. The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky at night.
Oh, they do?
I blame them? No. If
I blame them.
Those same stupid songs for 20 years, and I never got a bad.
I mean, they never show up, so I can just be like this.
So remember,
in like a praying position.
Hold a special place in the hearts of children, and we need to show them a little respect, right? Okay.
Also, my audio may be a little tad too loud, so apologies.
They're left in some kind of free roaming mode.
I just want to be able to talk over the phone guy.
Servos locking up, they get turned off for too long. They used to be allowed to walk around during the day too, but then there was the bite of '87. Yeah, it's amazing that the human body can live without the frontal lobe.
Oh.
Now concerning your
Fotsy. All right. Hello. I know you don't show up on night 1 though. I think you show up on like night 2 or 3.
These characters, if they happen to see you after hours, probably won't recognize you as a person.
Oh.
They'll most likely see you as a metal endoskeleton without its costume on. Since that's against the rules here at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, they'll probably try to...
I'm just circling my thoughts of FNAF movie while I'm hearing back this phone call after all these years, seeing what's accurate and what they changed.
The suits themselves weren't filled with cross beams, wires, and animatronic devices, especially around the facial area.
I do want to talk about that. The animatronic devices around the facial area. I do want to talk about that. If you've seen the movie. Hello, it's me. Hello, Cassidy.
Your eyeballs and teeth pop out the front of the mask. Yeah, they don't tell you these things when you sign up. But hey, first station of the breeze. I'll chat with you tomorrow. Check those cameras and remember to close the doors only if absolutely necessary. Gotta conserve power. Alright, good night.
Alright, so now we can talk about the FNAF movie. So, oh, hell, you guys are already moving. Alright, so what did I think of the FNAF movie? Is it, as based on the title, oh, hello Bonnie, you left, but is it good? Or is it bad? Is it good for a video game movie? Is it just a good movie in general? Is it a good like horror movie? Or is it one of those like 50 movies that are based on video games and everyone hates because, oh, you know, video game movies way back then during like the Tomb Raiders, Mortal Kombat, stuff, you know, the old, you know, Super Mario movie where it was actually a tax write-off in Germany where basically video game movies way back then, like, you know, 15, 20 years ago, the reason they were so bad is because there is a tax law in Germany. This has nothing to do with it, I'm just going to talk about this. But there is a tax law in Germany where if they make, you know, video game movies, for instance, for tax law, they only have to pay back taxes for whatever they make in the box office. And well, if the movie's bad, obviously they're not going to make much in the box office, no one's going to see it. So they'll be able to write it off as a tax write-off and make money from it. So that's one of the theories why video game movies have always been bad. So, the FNAF movie. As a video game movie, I'd say it's solid. I'd say it's pretty good. Once again, if you just look at, you know, movie reviews like, you know, Rotten Tomatoes, stuff like that, I would say it's literally getting the same, like, you know, Super Mario, the Illumination, not the old one, the Illumination version, treatment where audience fans love it. I think it's at like 80-something% for the FNAF movie, and then critics hate it. But if I'm being honest, critics are not going to be seeing a Mario movie by Illumination or FNAF movie by Blumhouse, right? And see it for, oh, I wonder how amazing this film was made, you know, from a critic standpoint, because I don't think people care. That's not their target audience. If you're seeing the Mario movie, it's for kids, and it's because you're a fan of the series. Same way with the FNAF movie. It's for kids and for people who care about the series, right? It's not for the movie critics, you know? But I would say from a video game perspective, it's definitely one of the stronger video game movies out there. Is it a good horror movie? If you're going to see this movie for the horror, the scares, the jump scares, the kills, I'm gonna get into that later, but in my opinion, no. It's kind of disappointing, which I think, oh, Chica's also gone, but I think that's also a good segue. I have no script for this, so I'm just going off the cuff of what I can think of off the top of my head. But when it comes to the horror and the kills, I think that's a good segue to one of my cons, which some of the stuff I like in the movie, and we'll get to that more detailed later, but a con that I will die on this hill, pun intended, is that you don't see kills in the FNAF movie. A movie about, oh, Foxy, you actually are here on night one, all right. But for a movie about, you know, killer animatronics, right, and, you know, the Bite of 87 and, you know, ripping humans to shreds and like putting them in, animatronic devices, all this, gory stuff. You don't see any of that, right? All the kills are literally just quick cuts. If you ever seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Like, there's a scene where like, Fotzi's running down the hallway to kill somebody, and then he's running down the hallway, and then as soon as the camera gets close enough to Fotzi, it's like a close-up, the camera immediately cuts to another scene, another shot. It happened when Hank, the group who like came in to like break into the pizzeria. Hank was trapped in the room with Bonnie, and well, you see him trapped in the room with Bonnie, the door's locked, and then the camera cuts to an outside view, like down the hallway, and you hear Hank, crying out in agony and pain, everything, and then very next thing you see is a door slide open, and you see Bonnie animatronic, walk out the door, and you don't see Hank again. Oh. Well, Fotzi killed me. Alright. Did not expect to die on night one. Wow, I'm terrible. But, alright. Wow, I died on night one. But we're not meant to beat this game. That's not the point of the stream. The stream is to talk about the movie. But, as I was saying before, alright, continue then. Can I mute phone call for a second? Because I was talking about a point. Okay, Scott's not talking. Alright, anyway, what was I saying? So, you see, Bonnie come down the hallway and everything, out the door. You never see Hank again, and it's just implied, oh, he's dead. Like, I would say the most... Hold up, wait. Change audio percent. Alright. But I would say the most gory thing you see when it comes to, like, kill perspective is when the woman babysitter gets the FNAF 4 crying child Bite of 87 treatment, where they're lifted up horizontally and then their head gets bitten off, right? That's probably the most gory thing you see, but once again, it happens so quick, it cuts so quickly, there's no blood or anything, and to me it's just disappointing. And I know people saying, oh, it's PG-13. I'm not saying I expect it to be rated R. Personally, I would love to see a rated R FNAF movie to see what that would look like, how much more gruesome and gory it would be. But I've seen plenty of PG-13 movies, and I've seen people actually get killed, and you see some violence. But when a horror movie about killer animatronics, you don't really see much. Like, I think once again the two most gory things you see is the Freddy, Bite of 87 event I talked about earlier, and then the other scene with Mike in the woods where the Fotzi ghost like slashes his hook in his arm and you see some blood. And that's it for a horror movie about killer animatronics, which is disappointing, right? Because once again, like I was saying earlier, I keep rambling and going off multiple tangents, but what I'm trying to say is this. I've seen multiple movies, PG-13, and I've seen violence. I've seen people get killed and stuff like that. So I expected a little more, right? Like, for instance, I'm not sure if this is like a great example, but the MCU, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. That movie's rated PG-13. And if you ever seen that movie, those kills are brutal, right? You see Mr. Fantastic, John Krasinski, you see his body get tangled and then his head pops. You see Captain Carter, Captain Marvel, the shield, decapitates their body. You see one half slide off the shield and everything. You see the shield's all bloody in the wall, right? You see some pretty violent stuff, right, in a PG-13 movie. So I expected more. And people saying, oh, that's just like the Blumhouse thing where they do quick cuts and you don't really see anyone die. And I don't know about that, because I've seen other movies by Blumhouse, and a great example of that is another animatronic movie is Megan, which, you ever seen that? It's a movie about a animatronic girl who goes on a killing rampage. So, killer animatronic killing people to another movie about killing animatronics by Blumhouse. But that movie, you also see some gory stuff and you see some kills. So, like, one immediate example I always think of when thinking about, oh, Blumhouse only does, quick cut kills, you don't really see any violence or anything. It's not a kill, but a scene I keep going back to and thinking about, if you ever seen the movie, it's when Megan and this boy character are in the woods, and you see her rip the boy's ear off, and you see the skin like peeling off and it's span everything, and you see it completely rip off, right? That is more violence and more gore and gruesome than anything we saw in the FNAF movies. So to me, it's a huge con in the FNAF movies. We never see any violence, we never see any gore, we never see any kills. All of them are just quick cuts, so you never really see anything. So to me, that's a con of the movie, and that's something that I'll always stand by, and something that I just found disappointing. I just wanted something more, and I hope, since the movie is a trilogy, I hope in FNAF 2 and eventually FNAF 3, I hope that we can get something. Because as it stands right now, as far as the violence, gore, horror perspective, you're not giving me much, right? I guess the common comparison I've seen is, you expected a 5-course meal and you got 2 a.m. Taco Bell. I think that's the best comparison I can think of for what I was expecting and then what I was given. Alright, Chica's also gone, so that's fine. Hopefully Fozzie doesn't kill me. Alright, so, but not to be too negative, I think we'll now go to a positive. So, what is a positive I have of the FNAF movie? Now I gotta think about that. Is it really that good of a movie if I really gotta think of a positive? I think the Easter eggs were great. If you ever have been following the series, this movie clearly was made for the fans of the series who have been longtime fans, have been with the series, forever, because, there's a ton of Easter eggs, like, for instance, since we're in FNAF 1, there is an Easter egg. Oh, sup, Freddy? There is an Easter egg in the movie about a animatronic that was teased in FNAF 1, a dog animatronic, that, oh, there's a dog animatronic in FNAF 1 whose name's Sparky. Well, Sparky is referenced and I think actually seen in the FNAF movie. It's an animatronic that people have rumored about for years. It's never been confirmed, but the fact that it was teased and lifted as an Easter egg in the FNAF movie is great. And I guess, speaking of Sparky's, it's a diner, and I think that gets to my next thing to talk about. The YouTube cameos. Now, personally, I was surprised to see MatPat in the movie. That was floored. Once again, I am getting everything, so if that's a spoiler, you've been warned several times before I talked about it. But MatPat, Game Theorists, GT Live, all that stuff, they're in the movie, which is crazy. Because I just remember when the FNAF movie trailers were coming out and it was showing like, oh, all these employee of the month, pictures on the wall are all YouTubers. It was like, 8-Bit Ryan, Dawko, stuff like that, DJ Sturf. And there was no MatPat cameo, no MatPat reference, no Markiplier reference, which is kind of disappointing because if you're bringing in YouTube cameos and stuff like that, you arguably want to bring in, now look, no disrespect to like DJ Sturf and all those other people because they're great and they definitely do a lot for the FNAF universe and community on YouTube, but no disrespect, But the two biggest YouTubers in the FNAF YouTube space is Markiplier and MatPat. And the fact that MatPat got a cameo, got lines and everything, is well deserved. And it should have been, and I just know that when the trailer came out, like the Employee of the Month, and they're showing these other YouTubers, everyone's disappointed, everyone's making like those GoFundMe campaigns, like, MatPat better be in the movie, or we protest, we riot, and we protest against the FNAF movie. Well, he's in there, and so that was great to see. And if you don't know who MatPat is, he's the waiter in the movie, in the diner, and that's why the waiter randomly says, you know, breakfast is the most important meal. It's like, you know, are you sure lunch is the most important meal of the day? And then one of the patrons there is like, are you sure? I thought it was breakfast. And MatPat says, well, that's what a lot of people think, but that's just a theory. So that's why. Oh, Foxy and Bonnie are already out. All right. All right. That too is a little aggressive. Okay. Well, clearly. How are they already out?
Just to make sure everyone's in their proper place, you know. Interestingly enough, Freddy himself doesn't come off stage very often. I've heard he becomes a lot more active in the dark, though. So, hey, I guess that's one more reason not to run out of power, right? I also want to emphasize the importance of using your door.
Someone's moving. I assume it's Chica. Or Bonnie going to the left hall.
Those blind spots have to be right outside your door.
Oh, no, it's Chica.
If you can't find
Hi, Bonnie.
or someone on your camera.
All right. Well, the only camera we need to worry about is Pirate Cove now, since they're both gone.
To react. Not that you would be in any danger, of course. I'm not implying that. Also,
I will resume the conversation. I just don't want to interrupt the phone call.
The character in there seems unique in that he becomes more active with the camera and remain off for long periods of time. I guess he doesn't like being watched. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure you have everything under control. Talk to you soon.
All right, so yeah, that if you ever, I can't talk. If you ever seen the FNAF movie and you're not caught up with the lore, the story, the YouTube space, how big this franchise is when it comes to like the internet and stuff, if you have no idea why that waiter said, you know, that's just a theory, right? That's the reference. That's who it is. That's the equivalent. And the reason why the FNAF lore is so popular, so convoluted, and people have been trying to solve it for... This game released on 2014, we're still trying to solve it. A lot of it is due to that guy right there. So, it's well deserved. And then when it comes to the other YouTuber cameo, Markiplier was actually signed on to be in the movie. If you ever seen the movie, he was actually supposed to intro the whole movie. Because if you've ever seen the movie, the security guard that's like, you know, run away in the pizzeria, you know, almost getting caught by the animatronics and stuff like that. That opening security guard in the movie was actually supposed to be Markiplier. But I guess with schedule conflicts or whatever, because I know Mark is making, you know, his own movie and stuff like that, I guess it didn't work. But apparently, that's who he was supposed to be. And imagine sitting there in a movie you've been waiting 7 years for, and the movie opens up with a YouTuber cameo that is arguably the biggest person in the entire YouTube space when it comes to this game. Crazy. But I would imagine he's gonna get a cameo or reference at some point. Oh boy. But no, the YouTube cameras were great. Easter eggs, you know, teasing the Spark animatronics, stuff like that. That was great. Matthew Lillard as William Afton is great. The fact that we got to see the FNAF 3 ending with, you know, the spring locks, you know, jabbed all through his stomach, all through his body, and all the ghost kids are surrounding him, and he says, you know, oh, I'll always come back. And then he's like in the kitchen area, you know, slumped over and twitching. like how he was in the FNAF 3 teaser. Crazy. So that was all great stuff to see. And yeah, him always saying, I will always come back, which we know you're not dead yet because you're supposed to be dead, but since you're playing William Afton, he never dies. He always comes back. Alright. Let's see, what else to talk about the FNAF movie? Alright, I think another thing to talk about is I just lost my train of thought for a second. Sorry, this is all live, so I don't have a script or anything, so I'm just saying stuff off the dome, right? While trying to play this. But I think another con, right, since we're doing like con pro, I think another con I have for the movie is, I mean, I think this is a quick one, but look, I know the FNAF series gets into some weird territory. There's a lot of weird stuff, right? There's sound illusion discs, there's time traveling ball pits, there's a goo where if it touches any part of your body, it creates a robot clone of yourself, right? There's a lot of weird stuff. Right, which that just brings up how absurd the series is and what makes the lore so complicated. But I can confidently say that scene where it's Vanessa, Abby, Mike, and the 4 animatronics making that fort with the tables and chairs, I can confidently say that is not in the books, and that is not part of the series. That is completely new material. Unless that is a very, very dark, hidden reference somewhere. But from all the books I've seen, the games I've played, the lore, the theories I've heard, that is not something that happens in the series. So seeing that was weird, right? That's not something that happens. But I guess this gets to another con, since that was a very small one. It was just, they're building a fort. Alright, but another con I have is how Vanessa was handled, right? Which, oh no, I'm gonna complain about how, you know, Vanessa is handled. It's just like security breach all over again. But Vanessa felt so weird to me, right? If you ever seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And if you ever seen the movie, feel free to elaborate in chat your opinions on anything I'm saying, but especially right now talking about Vanessa. Because, oh, alright, Fotsy. Alright, you're active now. Hope I don't die on night 1 and night 2 to Fotsy. We should win the power game. I know I'm interrupting the point I was trying to make, but it's 5 AM and Fotsy is also trying to be active right now. So I hope I can win and I can continue my FNAF movie conversation. Because this game does not want you to win, does not want you to have a chill time where you can talk about whatever it is you're planning to talk about, because the game wants to interrupt you. Alright, if you're gonna leave, it's 5 AM. Just do it now, so I can get it over with, so I can just shut the door. Otherwise, don't bother hanging outside it. Right, don't bother hanging outside the current if you're not gonna leave. Because it's been 5 AM for a while. I don't have much longer. I'm gonna win the power game. Might as well just close both doors and just wait out till 6 AM. Right? I don't want to forget the point I was talking about the FNAF movie with Vanessa. So I will get to it. Oh, okay. There we go. Alright. The problem is we're gonna hear the phone guy for night 3, so I guess the Vanessa conversation will have to wait. But I do have my complaints with Vanessa. How weird they were handled. But we have to wait for this first, because fun. So I'm gonna chill, and I'm just gonna watch the lights, and see if anyone comes by, and then once the FNAF call ends, we're gonna go through it.
Hey, you're doing great. Most people don't last this long. I mean, you know, they usually move on to other things by now. I'm not implying that they died. That's not what I meant. Anyway, I better not take up too much of your time. Things are getting real tonight.
Oh, really?
Hey, listen, I had an idea. If you happen to get caught and want to avoid getting stuffed into a Freddy suit, try playing dead. You know, go limp. Then there's a chance that maybe they'll think that you're an empty costume instead. Then again, if they think you're an empty costume, they might try to stuff a metal skeleton into you. I wonder how that would work. Yeah, never mind. Scratch that. It's best just not to get caught. Okay, I'll leave you to it. See you on the flip side.
Alright. And seeing that Fox is no longer out of his curtain, I think we should be able to talk about it. So, Vanessa. And going to the movie, by the way, it's not a spoiler that Vanessa was Afton, right? We all knew this, right? That's something that has been, it's never been confirmed in the games, but it's always something that people have accepted as 100% canon and the gospel that Vanessa A is Vanessa Afton. So that's not a surprise if you ever seen the movies, or if you ever seen the games, the theories, the lore, seeing the movie that Vanessa is Afton, it's alright, but that's not my main issue. My main issue is the constant switch up of her actions, right? Because she says that, oh, if, you know, Mike shows back up to the pizzeria, you know, tomorrow night or something like that, then she's gonna shoot him. But then the following night, she sees him outside the pizzeria, you know, takes him to like a police hideout or something like that, bandages him up, and then reveals that, oh, her father is Springtrap William Afton, the killer, and she's an Afton. But you found him at the pizzeria the following night, and you didn't shoot him. So there were just moments where she was nice and helping Mike and stuff like that, and Abby, and then other moments where she was just pissed off and aggressive for no reason at all. And I just kept expecting, I'm like, the secret electronic is gonna be Vanny, right? It's gonna be revealed. She's gonna put on her white rabbit suit with the red eyes and everything, with the knife, and that's gonna be the secret electronic. So it's gonna be Vanny and William Afton together. And that never happened, right? So her being aggressive for no reason made no sense. And another character that I felt was underutilized and made no sense, you know, connecting that, is Aunt Jane, right? Because, oh boy, Aunt Jane. Where do I start with you? Because they were the most talked about character leading up to the movie. Because for months and months on IMDb, they were one of the top listings on the casting, which meant they're important and they play a prominent role. And their character was unknown female villain. Oh, Freddy's gone, I guess. Alright. Well, alright then. Freddy's gone. I could have sworn I don't have to watch him until like night 4 or something, not night 3. Alright, well, I guess Freddy's gonna kill me then. Anyway, but as I was saying, so for months and months, Aunt Jane was listed as, I can't remember her name because it's like it's a long 3-word name. But anyway, as I was saying, for months, they were the most talked about character because they were named as unknown female villain. And for months we're like, oh, is it Ballora? Like, who is this unknown female villain? Like, they play a prominent role. There's somebody. Who are they? And then eventually got leaked, right? And then fully public like a week or two later that she was playing someone named Aunt Jane, which that's who she played as in the movie. And as much as we got, oh, unknown female villain, oh, they're Aunt Jane, they don't show up in the movie that much, right? They don't. Because they show up in the beginning of the movie, want to take custody of Abby because, oh, Mike is not fit to be a parent, right, for obvious reasons, because he can't keep a job and everything. And then you see her again in the diner where, you know, the Lord and Savior map pack shows up. And then you see her again when she gets knocked out by Cassidy Golden Freddy. She's in what, 3-4 scenes in the entire movie, and she's an unknown female villain. We never see her become a villain. I mean, sure, she's, you know, the stereotypical, like, you know, strict aunt who, you know, the kid doesn't want to be with, but that's it. As far as being an unknown female villain, you don't get much, right? Which, I mean, maybe that's just setting up them to be like Ballora or somebody else in either FNAF 2 or FNAF 3 movie. But as far as right now, they're not an unknown female villain. They're just a strict aunt. That's it. So, I mean, for the amount of lore and the amount of, you know, people talk about like, oh, I wonder who Aunt Jane is. I wonder who this unknown female villain is. I wonder if we'll see Ballora in the movie. Kind of disappointed. Right, I don't know. I feel like if I wouldn't be that disappointed if it didn't say unknown female villain for months. But the fact that it did tells me there was something there. There was a secret there that for some reason we never got. And I have no idea if it's because, oh, the movie was changed between unknown female villain for months and then switching to Aunt Jane. I don't know if the movie, like the script or something, got changed and that's why they weren't like much of a prominent figure. I don't know. But it feels like the amount of unknown female villain attention that the internet gave her, the amount of theories that came out, and a lot of speculation, not showing up in any of the trailers as well. They don't really get much. There's not a payoff, which is disappointing. And I just hope for the sake of it that they played more of a prominent role in FNAF 2 and FNAF 3 in those movies. So then it's like, okay, you were just teasing them being a female villain in FNAF 1. You actually see them do some villain stuff in the later movies. Because otherwise, well, it's a Chekhov's gun effect. You present an idea of them being an unknown female villain. You expect that to be a payoff at some point. Otherwise, there was no point in bringing that into the internet's existence to begin with, if there's no payoff. So that's what I'm hoping for, that there's some payoff, that she will be a villain at some point, whether she's Ballora or somebody else, we don't know. Alright, there we go. Let's see, what else can I talk about the FNAF movie? Roll Tonight 4. I guess a good segue to this. Secrecy, you know, unknown this is the secret animatronic that was teased. And then get into Springtrap. I think that's the next thing we're going to talk about. Alright, let's actually watch the show stage, because I think this is when Freddy can actually show up. Because it's night 4. And then night 5, you really got to watch show stage and Freddy. Alright. Show stage. Alright, Fozzy's not peering out. I got locked down Freddy. That's all that matters now. So it didn't matter that Freddy left the show stage on night 3 because we were able to survive just fine. So, quick diversion for a second before we get into the secret animatronic and Springtrap, stuff like that. I do like that Matthew Lillard, William Afton, is the one giving the tutorial to Mike as phone guy, because I could be wrong about this, but I feel like that's a callback to earlier MatPat theories and everyone else, that the phone guy, when like FNAF 1, FNAF 2, FNAF 3 released, people thought that the phone guy was William Afton, the purple guy. So I feel like that might be a subtle reference to that. If so, that is cool, right? But obviously, we're wrong. And the phone guy may just be a game character made by Fazbear Entertainment to get you distracted from the horrors. Anyway, complete diversion aside. So, back to the secret animatronic that was teased and Springtrap and stuff like that. So, if you don't know, the director, Emily Tacky, something like that. It's something like that. I'm sorry, I don't remember. But, and Jason Blum, the head of Blumhouse, Blumhouse, you know, was teasing that there's a secret animatronic that has not been shown in the trailers. Right? Like, there's someone extra. Because everyone's disappointed. Oh, we saw Springtrap in the trailers. That's disappointing. Like, are we seeing too much? And they basically reassure us, like, hey, there's a secret animatronic that you'll see in the movie that we haven't shown yet. And people are like, oh, is it, you know, the puppet? Which would tease, you know, FNAF 2, because obviously the puppet plays a prominent role in FNAF 2. That seems to be the next location in the next movie, so it makes sense. Well, the secret animatronic was from FNAF 2, but it's not something you would expect. It's Balloon Boy. Balloon Boy was the secret animatronic that we've been teased about leading up to the movie. Is frickin' Balloon Boy. Why? Right? You see Balloon Boy in the closet when Mike shows up to the FNAF office the first time, and then you see as like a mid-credit scene with Corey, a taxi driver, Corey Kenshin, another YouTuber, and you see Balloon Boy, very small one, very teeny Balloon Boy, on the seat. And that's when the camera cuts as the mid-credit scene. So yeah, he was the secret animatronic, which, to be fair, no one would have expected. Because from a lore standpoint, story perspective, after all these years, we still don't know who Balloon Boy is. We don't know if he's affected by a ghost. We don't know if he's a robot animatronic. We don't know if he's a mixture of both, right? We don't know anything. We don't know where Balloon Boy came from. We don't know if either Henry or William Afton invented Balloon Boy. We have no clue about Balloon Boy. Some version of him is canon, some version isn't, which I'm referring to FNAF 4. For some reason, that Nightmare Balloon Boy is canon. Anyway, that's going to a whole nother can of worms. But Balloon Boy is an animatronic that, to me, you don't think of, you don't remember. You just know that out of the 100-something animatronics this series has made, you know that he exists. And that's it, right? So the fact that he was a secret animatronic that we are teased, it's kind of disappointing, right? Because everyone was hoping that it would be the puppet. Because logically, like I said, that makes the most sense. Teasing the puppet, which is the main animatronic in FNAF 2, if that's the next movie, that's the next location you're going to, you want to tease the next big animatronic, which that would be the puppet. Okay, Fotsy, right? But instead, you bring in this obscure animatronic that you know exists since FNAF 2, but people don't give a second thought and people don't really care that much. I mean, unless that offends you and you are a huge fan of Balloon Boy, which to me, first of all, let me know in the chat if you're a fan of Balloon Boy, and second of all, please let me know, because to me, you're not of the majority, so I'm curious if there actually are people that exist out there that like Balloon Boy for whatever reason, and if you do, please tell me your secrets, because I don't get it. But I always thought the secret animatronic was either going to be Ballora, once again teasing that, Chekhov's gun effect with the unknown female villain because she's like a motherly figure, so it makes sense. All right, hold up. I'll finish that thought in a second. Just got a little hectic. Go away, Chica. Come on. Go away. All right, thank you. All right. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Oh. All right. You're gone. God, I want to talk, but it's now starting to get hectic with low power and everything on night 4. Oh, close that now. Right. I want to talk, but it's getting hectic. Right. I keep trying to remember what I was saying, but I think what I was saying was that the secret animatronic I thought of was the Chekhov's gun effect. Oh, the unknown female villain is Ballora because, well, she looks older. She looks like a motherly figure. As we know, Ballora is the mother animatronic in the series, so I think that would be cool. Plus, with all the theories going around that, oh, Piper Rubio Abby is going to turn into Baby. Well, if she did turn to Baby, well then you have Ballora as well. Kind of makes sense. But I guess that didn't happen. Alright, 5 a.m. God. Alright. It's getting tight. Which is fun. I want to continue talking, but now I just have to focus because it's tight. We don't have much power. You guys gotta hold on. Alright, Fotzi's just peeing out the curtain. Okay. I want to keep talking. Oh. Alright. Well, we gotta hold out because I can't close the left door. If I open up the camera, Bonnie kills me. Alright. If I open up the camera, Bonnie killed me. And I'm like, please, I know Fotzi's just showed up again. Don't show up and kill me. Because I can't open up the camera. Alright. You stop that camera. Alright, I think it's good now. Alright. Alright. So they're both out. It seems like it's flickering whenever I open the camera monitor. So that's fun, and I hope it was not like that for the entire stream, because otherwise that's gonna get annoying. But anyway, what I was talking about. So, right, completely forgot what I was talking about, but Ballora is like the motherly animatronic, unknown female villain. They're, being played by a character who's like, in the older range. I hope that's not me being ageist, right? They're played by someone who's in the older range, so it makes sense. And now my camera just flickering nonstop. You stop that. Oh, brother. Man. Can I pause this? Okay. Hold up. I'll pause stream first. Okay, I think we're better now. Yeah, I think we're better. Alright, so luckily we can pause. I was just saying that as we pause stream. But luckily... Wait, Freddy gone? Are you serious? Yep. Well, alright then. Well, have to keep the camera closed non-stop then. Alright, hold up. Great. Well, that's fun. I wasn't expecting to do the 20-20-20 method, but I guess that's just our life now. How did he get out? But as I was saying before, getting back to the FNAF movie, but yeah, luckily I'm glad you're able to pause this game, because on the PC and the mobile version, the original, you can't pause it. So if I was streaming out to do the lights or something like that or anything, I can't pause it, so I pretty much just have to die, especially on a night like night 5. Alright. No way if we're gonna win this, because this kind of ruined my plan that Freddy's gone. But, as I was saying at the FNAF movie, getting back to the original topic of what brought the entire stream, but another animatronic, because we talked about Ballora, I can see people why. I can understand why people said that the puppet was going to be the secret animatronic, because once again, teasing the next movie in the best way possible is you bring in the biggest, most important animatronic in that game, and also one of the most important ones in the series. So it makes sense. And personally, what I think they could have done for a puppet Easter egg, if you will, to tease that character, is in that mid-credits scene, instead of, you know, Tiny Balloon Boy being on a seat and, oh, that's a secret animatronic, what I've always thought they could have done was, chat, oops, hear me out on this theory, right? Hear me out on this idea. But instead of Tiny Balloon Boy be on the seat and, oh, that's the secret animatronic, what if instead the puppet mask was just on the seat, just laying there, and that's the secret animatronic in the mid-credits scene? I thought it'd be pretty cool. You'd still get what people wanted. It'll be like, oh my god, the puppet is now here. Oops, I'm hitting the wrong button there. Let's see, any other secret animatronics? Personally, I was not expecting Abby to be Baby in FNAF 1, because I don't know, to me that makes no sense that you would already bring in someone like Baby in FNAF 1. Like, maybe in like the second or third movie, that's when you bring them in. But in the FNAF 1 movie, you bring in a character like Baby. I don't know, I don't really see that. Now it's open to anybody. But back to Springtrap. So, do I wish that Springtrap wasn't shown in the trailers for the movie? 100%. 100% I agree. He should not have been shown, because imagine watching the movie as a FNAF fan and you didn't know Springtrap was gonna be there. You know he was gonna show up in the series, in the trilogy, and randomly he shows up in the first movie as the main animatronic, the main guy, and not only that, you see the FNAF 3 ending with the ghosts, him saying I'll always come back and everything. It would be crazy, right? So I just imagine a world where Springtrap was not shown, and the only time he's shown is the movie itself. I think the movie would probably be seen as a lot higher on people's list if he was not shown, because that would have been crazy. People would have lost their minds, right? Because like, wait, we already saw Springtrap? He said I'll always come back. We got the FNAF 3 ending? This is insane, right? Like, I didn't expect to see the FNAF 3 ending, but it was the animatronic I expected to see. So, I'm not sure if I explained that the best way, but I think that's the best way to put it. And what else can I share about the FNAF movie, my review, my thoughts? And once again, chat, let me know your review, your thoughts, because one thing, I want this to be a community, want this to be a place where you can vibe and just, you know, hang out with me, right? Just enjoy on this couch and everything and just have a good time, right? So I want you to be a part of this. So let me know if you've seen the FNAF movie, what your thoughts are. You liked it? Do you have any expectations? Right? I'm curious because I feel like I said in the, you know, FNAF 1, you know, game hyping up the movie and like the other FNAF streams as well, that in my opinion, you're serving multiple different audiences in this movie. You're serving the new fans who just got in the series like just recently. You're serving the longtime fans like me who's been here since the beginning. Oh god, I might have died there. Wait, is he out? Okay. Nope, just playing tricks on me. Alright, I'm just gonna wait. Alright, run the clock out to 6. Maybe I'll win. I bet it's been 5 a.m. for a while. Alright, let's just see the clock. Are we gonna roll through this? Will Freddy be nice and play his long song? Right? I feel like I have a chance. Come on. I hear you, Freddy, laughing. Alright. I need a long song. That's pretty long. Yes! Even though I've played this game many times over, and as you saw I got 3 stars, it is still satisfying to see that check in the music. Alright, under an hour, and other than dying on night 1 because I was stupid and not checking the cameras at all, we completely, night 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, never died again. Nice. Alright, so about under an hour, and we just ran through all 5 nights. Nice. So, what was I talking about? Oh man. Is there any other thoughts I have in the FNAF movie? But yeah, as I was saying before, like I said, and I think I was, you know, talking about, but then I got interrupted by seeing if we can win by the no power win to beat night 5. But I think what I was talking about was similar to what I said in all the FNAF streams, you know, FNAF 1, FNAF 2, FNAF 3, FNAF 4, Situ Location, FNAF 6, Custom Night, leading up to all those. I kept saying that this movie is serving multiple different audiences. You're serving the longtime fans like me who've been here since 2014 and have been invested in the series since then. You're serving the new fans who probably haven't played the original, haven't played the old games in 2014, 2015, but maybe they came around when it's like Sister Location or Security Breach or Custom Night or something like that, or like Help Wanted, right? That's when they got into the series and not the old games, because maybe they were too young back then or whatever the case may be. And then you're serving another group that has no idea what this is, has no idea what the series is, has never played the games, never read the 30-something books. Right? They have no idea what any of the animatronics are. They have no idea who William Afton is. They have no idea who Vanessa Afton is. They have no idea what's going on. Right? So you're serving that audience as well. And I'm curious what that group thought of the FNAF movie. Because like I said, this is a movie that is made for the FNAF fans, especially long-term fans. So I'm curious what fans who have never touched the series, what they thought of the movie. So if you've never seen the movie, really let me know what you thought of the movie, because I'm curious. right? I really want to know. Because I'm curious what your mindset was, what your expectations were going into this movie, and now that you've seen it, what did you think? Like, do you think this series is, oh, this is cool, maybe I can, start playing the games, I can start reading the books, I can start getting into the series now, or, you know what, this series is not for me, I stayed away from the huge popularity that this game has been, and, I saw the movie, and I can confidently say now, the series is still not for me, which is fine. I mean, people have their own interests and everything. But yeah, any other thoughts on the movie? Hey, what's up? How you doing? I don't think I've seen you chat in my stream before, so welcome to the party. So I wonder if we should play Sits Night or Custom Night. If we're playing Custom Night, I think the only way you can do it is playing 420 mode. Which, well, why not? Let's do a couple rounds of 420 mode, just for the fun. And especially, since we now have 20 followers on our Twitch, which is amazing. I love you guys. Wait, that's supposed to be a heart. I love you guys, so platonically. Since we have 20 followers, I think a good way to celebrate is playing 420 mode. Alright. Any new viewers, let me know your review on the FNAF movie, because for the last hour we've just been sharing our review of it. Our pros, our cons. Were our expectations met? Were they underwhelming? Did they overexceed? What did we think? Alright, so they're all out, so let me change this, and then let's get down to the party. And if I ever think of anything else to talk about in the FNAF movie, I will. But this is a very hard game mode, so now I can't just ramble on like I was previously doing the last hour, because now I kind of gotta focus. Because they're gonna be coming all for my giblets. Assuming I am being Michael Afton in these games. Oh, hello. And any mistake, as I said before in my earlier stream of FNAF 1, hyping up the movie, that any mistake in this game mode is too much and means certain death. So that's another reason why I can't ramble on too much, because I kind of gotta focus. Is this game really scary? Oh, I'm just dead right there. Well, there we go. You see, that's what I mean. That's literally what I mean. I made one mistake, one misclick, and that killed me. That's what I mean why this game mode is hard. One mistake is too much. That is the perfect definition. So great timing me for making a mistake right I was talking about. Oh, this game's very hard. Any mistake you make is too much. Right as I say that, I make a mistake and I die instantly. Just to show you, this game is tough. But is this game really scary? I know when it came out in 2014, people were saying like, oh my god, this game is so scary and everything, because it was something completely brand new, right? From what I know, back in like 2013, 2014 era, like gaming and everything, especially indie games, no one made a game like this, where it's a point-and-click horror game, you can't move, and you're just sitting in an office and waiting for killer animatronics to come to you, which is very tense, right? So, I mean, nowadays it's not scary, because I mean, this game's been out for 9 years, and I played the FNAF games so many times where I'm just now numb to it. But I just know back then, yeah, it was scary. It's still great though. To me, FNAF 1, the original, is up there as like one of my favorites, just because there's a lot of nostalgia. By the way, where are you from? I currently from the good old US of A of Chicago, and I do have a Chicago tattoo on my forearm, but can't see it right now. Alright. So now that I quickly showed you what makes this game mode hard, oh, one quick mistake kills you, now maybe I can win. But, I'm also trying to read chat as well. Probably not a good idea playing this very hard mode, but let me know, what's your experience with, you know, these FNAF games? Have you seen the movie? Oh, Fotsy's out. That's great. Alright. Alright, close. Open you. Alright. Oh, hello. Oh. Alright, you're gone, and you're gone. But I have to quickly close the door, because if I don't, Freddy kills me, which you previously saw. Fotsy's already want to make another charge, so that is fun. I think it's good that I shared everything that I wanted to say in the FNAF movie, at least 90% of it, because playing this game mode, I don't get any chance to talk. Because I die in sleep, because it is, like I said, I make one mistake. I close the door like a second or two earlier than I should have, and that meant death. Tough. But I think we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. Because it's fun. Alright. And they're all gone, just like that. So the real game begins. Oh, hello. And I'm not sure if you can see, but in the corner next to the right door, with all the pictures and everything, there is a cupcake, which, as you know, or if you don't know, that is another animatronic that can kill you. Because it's haunted by... Has it ever been confirmed that the cupcake has been infected by another dead kid? I don't know. But it's infected by a ghost, and it can kill you. So that's fun, just staring at my soul, watching me make all these mistakes. Judging me, making fun of me for being stupid. I know you're secretly judging me, cupcake. I don't take too kindly to that. Oh, you're there. Damn, Fotsy's being aggressive. Alright. Just like Halloween, always banging on my door every half second because someone else wants to come by. I'm out of Halloween candy. Leave me alone. Halloween's over. Don't have any more candy for you, trick-or-treaters. Oh, and Fotsy's gone. Alright, you're done. Alright. Cycle through and do this song and dance routine all over again. Freddy's constantly laughing in my ear. It's both Freddy and the cupcake making fun of me for being bad. Sorry I'm bad at this very, very, very hard mode. Oh. Do you stream usually? Yeah, I recently got into streaming. Recently got back into streaming. I would say, I think the last, let's see, when I get back into it. I think it was about a week and a half ago or something like that, 2 weeks. I've been streaming, if not every single day, right? I think I've been streaming every single day. There's a stream up. So I've been that consistent, but I also know that, oh, wrong button. But not only have I been streaming a lot recently, consistently, but because Twitch doesn't save my streams because, oh, after 7 days, Twitch deletes them off the face of the earth, which is unfortunate. What I've been doing is taking all my old Twitch streams that I've been doing and putting up on my YouTube channel just to go back and watch. So, hey, if a viewer comes by, you know, a year or two later wondering, oh, I wonder how, you know, I started off streaming. I wonder what my streams were like, you know, way back in the day. Well, now you have an archive channel you can actually go back and see. Because I'm always curious whenever I watch a content creator, streamer, something like that. I'm always curious of where they start off, right? Because you don't hit, you know, being big instantly. There's a character development that takes, you know, months and months and years, and I would want to see that progression. At least that's just how I see it. Probably gonna lose because we're running out of power way too quickly, which is unfortunate. Oh. And don't worry, I did see your chat. I'm gonna respond when I either win or probably inevitably lose, because I'm probably gonna lose. Probably very likelihood that I do lose, so I will get to your chat. Well, I guess I'll get to sooner later than later, so all right, let's read chat. Hi, Chica. Great, by the way, can I ask you something? You just did. I'm sorry, dad joke. Yeah, sure. I'm sorry, it's a dad joke. Whenever I am a dad, which I don't know why I'm talking about this. Oh man, but if it does happen, by the way, it'll be, you know, next decade or two from now. But if it ever does happen, whenever someone asks me, you know, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you something? That's always gonna be a response being like, oh, you just did. Sorry. I was looking at your channel and thinking you're lacking some custom basics. Damn, harsh. That hurt. Like logo, profile pics, banners, overlays, emotes, everything related to streaming. Yeah, that's fair. Like I said, recently getting back into the streaming kind of things, and I'm trying to, you know, upgrade my stuff and everything. It's just a harsh reality that when it comes to upgrading like stream overlays and stuff like that, it costs money. So it's tough. If you don't mind, I can show you my work. Yeah, sure. Let's see. I wonder how you can send. I wonder. Once again, I'm new to Twitch. I don't know how it works. I wonder if you're able to message me or work or something like that, or I'm not sure how it works. Can you whisper me your Discord? Funny you brought it up. So, you're not the first person that has asked if I have a Discord, and right now I don't, but I feel like now that multiple people have now asked me if I have a Discord, I feel like I should make one. I don't know, because when it comes to, you know, me and like social media platforms, I don't have every single like social media platform in existence. And to me, if I'm gonna get another social media app, to me, there should be a reason, right? I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, that, oh, you know, I'm way above Discord, but what I mean, what I'm trying to say is this, that if I do get a Discord, I would like it that, oh, I can, you know, talk to my viewers, I can engage with my community and everything, rather than, oh, it's another social media app that doesn't have any engagement and I'm not able to engage with my viewers, right? But if, you know, my viewers are on, you know, Discord and, you know, are able to like engage with me, then yeah, totally. And I think in fact, I'll probably do it right now on stream. Let's see here. I have Discord installed. I just never got around to make a name and everything. I do have a Twitter, but I feel like what we'll do is probably make a Discord, just because I know people that I'm friends with, you know, in real life and everything. I know they are also getting into streaming, and I know they also have a Discord, so I feel like that would make the most sense. So let me quickly do this. Sorry for the silence. Currently setting up my Discord. All right. You can create a channel on your Discord and your viewers can talk to you easily and also make some gamer friends. Nice. All right, so I just made a Discord server. At least I think I did. All right, hold up. All right, so let me see if I can, I don't know if this is correct, but let me send in the link for the Discord server. right? That's how you do it. Let's see. So I'm gonna type a message in chat. Alright. Let's see if this takes you to the right place. Alright, I think that worked. Chat, if you're currently in stream, let me know if you just joined the Discord and it worked. Say something either in Discord or chat. I hope that worked. Let's get first time I've ever touched Discord, so I hope it worked. Yeah, it works. Nice, amazing. All right, I do that. All right, cool. Chat. We now have a Discord, so I will definitely look to update my Twitch channel, show on the Discord, so people to join everything, because I know people have asked about a Discord, but I guess enough people asked, and sure, why not? If enough viewers ask in my community, I want to oblige. I want this to be a community. I want this to be, instead of a streamer viewer, I want this to be like, you know, a built-in community where it feels like just friends. I sent you a request, add me up. Nice. All right, you'll be the first add in my Discord. There we go. All right, so I guess that is Discord handled, so I think what we'll do is we'll probably do one more 420 game, and then we will end stream for today. But this has been a successful stream, and well, let's end on a good note. All right, let's go. And if we die at 12 a.m. or 5:59 a.m., obviously 5:59 will suck because we are literally right there beating the hardest game mode in the original game. But, I mean, to be honest, this has been a successful stream. I'm in a good mood, so no matter what, fill in the stream with positive mental energy, and we'll just have a good time, right? Doesn't matter if I win, doesn't matter if I die, because at the end of the day, you can't break my spirit, Freddy. Oh, hi Bonnie. Oh. I almost died there because I did a little too early. Alright, Fox not even appearing now, so that's good. hit me up for the stream. I will do that. For sure. But, A, appreciate you being here. B, appreciate you following and joining the community. And also appreciate you, giving the encouraging words to push me over the edge and actually get a Discord. Is Foxy gone? Oh no. It's just my eyes playing tricks on me. I thought I saw the sign of, oh, he's already making a beeline for my door. I was like, that's quick. I know it's 420 mode, it's supposed to be the hardest game mode in the series, but I feel it's still slightly unfair. So I'm a nice person. I appreciate that because, not to get all real world philosophical for a second, but I guess that's the best way to say it on stream with the community and everything. But reality is, a lot of people in the world are selfish and wrong button, and only think about themselves. So instead of that, let me try to at least be considerate and realize, hey, there's like, what, 7.78 billion people in the world right now, and the world doesn't revolve around this one person? Right. Because it always grinds my gears whenever a streamer content creator acts entitled to their community, their viewers, and they feel like they can treat them however they want because, well, I'm the person who's on camera, I'm the talent, right? I'm the person you're going to see and everything, because to me that brings in toxicity, and who wants to stick around a community where they don't feel welcome, you know? So that's the message I want to preach. Oh, hello. 3 a.m. Doing good so far. I probably just jinxed myself, but once again, positive attitude can't ruin my drive. Oh, hello. Oh. Alright, well, you know what? Let's see if we die to Foxy instead. Right? I'm already dead. It's 3 a.m. Let's see how long I hold out before Foxy makes a beeline for me. Alright, Foxy, come on. Kill me. End stream. Let's see. I'm waiting. I'm patient. Come on. I know it's coming any minute now. He was very close to making a beeline for me. He's coming any second. There you go. All right. So we've been streaming about for an hour and a half. Share my reviews on the FNAF movie, my pros, my cons, but I think to end stream for today, if I had to give a number rating review for the FNAF movie, what would I give it? I would say it's pretty high on the video game perspective, right? Because as we know, video game movies are seen as below average, and people like, it's impossible to make a good video game movie. And I talked about my theory earlier on about how it's, you know, a Germany tats write-off, but I'll say for a video game movie, solid, right? There's definitely worse video game movies out there. For a FNAF movie, like I said, it's clearly a movie made for the fans, and personally, I had fun, I had a good time. I do have my gripes with it. To me, the biggest con is, since the movie about killer animatronics, we never actually see them kill people. Instead, they're all just quick cut off-screen stuff. So to me, that's the biggest con of the movie, and I'm hoping that FNAF 2 and FNAF 3, since they're making a trilogy, I hope that it's a lot better and we actually can see some violence of them actually killing people, because that's the whole point of the movie. You're seeing a FNAF movie because you want to see the killer animatronics. So that is my hope. I'm holding out hope, right? Not trying to be too, negative and everything. And then from a horror perspective, once again, I think that connects to my lower rating, because if you're seeing a horror movie or anything like that, you want to see kills, you want to see, bloodshed, you want to see stuff like that. And this movie, if that's what you're going to see in the movie, not to disappoint you, right? And, not to turn you away or anything, because people can do whatever they want. But to me, if you're seeing the movie to see violence and horror, this movie's not for you. If you're a fan of the series, I think you'll enjoy it. I think people can enjoy things, right? But, your own expectations, what you expect to see out of a video game FNAF movie, is up to you or your own expectations. But personally, I had fun. I would say it's around 6.5 out of 10, right? It's solid. I mean, I'm not saying it's, Oscar gold, like a cinema masterpiece or anything, but it's not like, a 2 out of 10 where, I was miserable and there were multiple times I wanted to walk in the theater. So I think sits slightly above average. I think it's a fair rating. But that being said, hope you guys enjoy the stream, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.